folks, and welcome back to Shapes. Last time we left off, we did quite a bit, quite honestly, here. We got all of this kind of cool stuff established. We're lacking right now white circles, which are slowing down our production of these guys, but that's not what we need right now. You can see this line is relatively full and getting set and going into where it needs to go. I have some things that I want to do and some potential issues that we need to sort out, and I'm not sure of the best ways to sort them out. Basically, what I'm thinking right now is that I want to establish some type of central bus. So this is going to be one side where we have basically all circles going in, one side where it's all squares, and then we can kind of establish all of the other things from there. I like if we do circles, squares, a random shape, and then colors going into another one, that might work out well. The problem we have is that we have a lot of infrastructure in place in front of really in front of this side and a little over there. This one, easy to move, like that's not a big deal to do. This one, again, not a big deal to change over or to do anything with. But I just don't know how I want to do that quite yet. So I'm going to do what I do when I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to avoid it. And we'll figure out that problem later. What I am going to do, though, is just preemptively, lay in some tracks here or some belts just to give us the illusion of what I eventually would like to do. So my idea here is to do something along these lines. And I guess I suppose I still can do that with this. I could put that in there, no problem, and have it feed in, and it's doing its thing, and we're good to go there. That's all well and good, and I really want to continue that out pretty far if I can. So I'm gonna just kind of bring this out to like here-ish and bring that over, because what we can do is we can also combine these from farther away and it will not be a big deal. And I kind of want to do the same thing on, goodness, I'm terrible at dragging stuff in a straight line. But I eventually want to do this to all of these lines and get them established in a way that I think makes more sense. I just have to figure out how I want to do that. So I'm going to get some of this stuff just kind of built for now. And that's pretty much the extent of what we're going to build for now. You can see that the rest of that is coming into play here momentarily. Now, we mentioned that we need more white circles, and I got to figure out a way to do that better because our white circles are coming here. We have plenty of white, so that's not the issue. Our issue is that we're not generating enough of this stuff going on. Now, we do have the ability to copy and paste. So what I'm thinking of doing is just dumping another one of these paint areas up here, and then we can route all of this stuff. I can split off of this and go up, and this can split off of here probably and go up. I think that's how I want to play this. So I just need to play a little bit and figure out what I want to do with that. But I think that's my general idea here. So if I do something like that, I can copy it and I can just paste it up there like that. All right, that should work. And then what I can do, take that and merge it into there and merge those guys into there like so. Then what I think I can do, if my brain's working properly, I can have that one split off. Oh boy, nope. I need a tunnel. I wish the tunnel was an automatic option. It's not, but it'd be a fun one if it was. But I could take it up and throw it into there like so. And then we just need to worry about the paint color. So we're gonna get that. We'll rotate that off of there. We'll do that. You know, I'm gonna actually bring that off this way. Bring it up there, I think. Bam, bam. Bring that over there. Nope, tunnel. Bam, bam. And then another little bam, bam. And I'm hoping that will help us out here. I think this process is going to need to speed up as well. Like we're going to have to enforce whatever's going on here. Oh, these are backing up slow. Like what I want to see is this one back up. Like I'm keeping an eye like right here right now. And we are not keeping up with that at all. So we need to get more paint going with these guys, which should not be a big deal. We should be able to copy all of that. And I can even rotate the whole thing. That's fantastic. All right. Let's see. If I just want to shove that all over here, what does that look like? I also just intensely love that it doesn't cost anything to play stuff in this game. You can just mess around and see what works or what doesn't work for you. It's great. All right. But we're going to do that. We're going to rotate these guys. So we got bop, bop, bop. Can run that straight into there, and then this one needs to have this guy. So luckily, we should be able to split that pretty easily. Right there. Maybe one more. There we go. Bring it up like so. If we could do that, I'm going to get rid of that split right there. And we could dump that right onto there. I'm going to get rid of that for now. It's not really helping us any longer. And hopefully that will allow us to back all this stuff up and we get all of this painted and done the way that I want it to. I don't know if it's going to work that way, but we're going to hope it does. And we'll see what happens from there. But with that said, we do need to do a couple of things here. We have this next goal that we need to do, which is 3,800 of those purple. I'm assuming that's going to be the red and the blue mixed together, so we can get that kind of started over here. We already have the white. Do we have squares close by? There's squares down here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's just our mixing area. Okay. That's doing a fantastic job. And again, we can just copy and paste that forever if we wanted to. We already have blue there. Because I might steal off of this again, like over here, and we could bring it down to paint the squares the purple color, which I think is where I'm leaning towards right now. All right, so let's... Ooh, what do we get? Nothing yet. All right, let's take this and highlight all of that. We'll copy that. And that's going to get pasted and go in over here, I guess. So the blue is going to come in here. The red is going to go over there. We should get purple out and we'll loop that around. I probably should have made that go the original way that it was going, but whatever. It's all right. We will do that. We'll get the splits and all that stuff set up. So that's going to go in there like so. Grab these guys. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. We'll get these two in place. Bring those down like so. No, oh, there we go. All right, and there we got purple coming. All right, fantastic. So now we should be able to just mine out some purple or some squares here. And we'll go with our typical paint setup here. Now I can copy and paste now. That's right. I don't have to do all of the things that I was doing before. Let's see. This is the one that makes the most sense, I think, to use. And look at this. This is backing up. That's what I wanted. I wanted the stuff to back up so that we can do more here. So copy that. Bring it down. And I guess we'll do something over here. I'm trying to stay away from those because I think I'm going to need stuff like that soon. All right, but that's where our paint colors are coming in. So all we really need to do, so I'm going to get rid of all of that and just switch the direction. Pop, 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 pop. All right, that's all lovely. Get that going there. Up and around. And in there like so. Our squares are going to slide in there and go up like so. Put that there. Rotate that 1, 2, 3. All right, then we should be able to paint purple, right? There they are. Fantastic. And then we need to get white pig, or no, we don't need white pigment. We just have the white circles that we need to grab off of there. So we are going to do some splitty splits. These guys are going to come down and go around and come down some more. And I suppose we're going to combine them around this area, and then we can throw them on this belt here, I think. So we'll do the stackers. Oh, no, again, I can copy and paste all this. I don't need to waste time doing some of this silly stuff. Although the stackers on this one are going to be a little easier, I think. So I'm going to change out how it's happening. All right, so I want it to go right in there. So let's come up there like so. Because when we merge it, I want it to come down here, over, and then I know I need to do the merge thingy. There we go. Okay. For the rest of this, well, if that guy go there, so I can merge over like so, we'll have that tunnel. And then I need this guy to go there, merge into there, and go straight. All right, that should allow me to go through, and I should be able to run the purple ones. That's the base. And then the or base is going to be there. Okay, so I just need to switch it around. Okay, my bad. All right, I think that's going to work. So that's going to go there. Cool. Actually, let me... I'm so... Let's see here. So that's our base color. So I really want that just going into there. This continuing. And then this be the tunnel. And I theoretically could put it here, or I could put it up here. I'm going to put it there because I think that makes more sense. It looks nicer. It should work better. Then I should be able to copy that all. Smack it down into place. 3, 4, 5, and that's all I'm going to get out of that. So then we'll do that. Again, I could probably condense this a little bit better, but I'm okay with it not being like the most beautiful setup in the world. All right, so that's going to go there, over. That doesn't need any more really from there. Okay. It's going to go there and there. That'll float in there like so. Actually, let me back this up. Because what I really want... I've learned to keep a separation here between the two of always try to have 2 spaces, because then you can fit like a tunnel here and then go right back into a tunnel to get over if for whatever reason you need to do that. And let's just make sure I did this right. Heck yeah. That looks like what it's supposed to, right? That's there. We need to make a ridiculous amount of those, but that should work. These guys are all backed up. As long as that stays backed up, although I don't think it matters too much, does it? We have to figure out this one still. And that one's going to be a pain in the rear. Yeah, we're starting to get to the more complicated shapes. Let's look at this guy here and see if we can get that going as well. So I have to look and see what that shape is. There they are. Okay, so that's one that we have there. Really hoping I don't have to like cut all of it to one and then do something, but I think that's what's going to have to happen here unless I can find another spot that has more of it. Ooh, that one's fun over there. Look at that. That's neat looking. I always like this one too. I think that's cool. It looks like a rocket ship. All right, so that's one. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Just go with the ones there. But let's get that established, and let's see here what this line looks like now. Oh goodness. All right, let's just take this and dump it over there. I think we're gonna have enough backup for a little while at least to get that going. And this will clear out. You can see it's already starting to. If I keep my mouse here where the backup is, I'll keep it right there. You see that it's slowly starting to clear out. And the same should happen with the other one. They're going to go every other for a little bit and then it will clear out. There we go. And this should start moving faster. You see how they're starting to be, instead of every other, it's 3, there's 1, 3, 2, 4. So we're good there. Okay. So let's go in and mine some of this stuff out, or extract it, I guess is the proper term in this game. All right, we got that. And then we gotta cut that apart. Gotta see what we have when it comes apart. And then I want to try cutting that apart again. I'm just going to throw that in the trash for now. What do we get? Oh, I have to turn that. That's right. Not bad. Why does it have so much stuff in it? Okay. We solved the problem. Let's see which way we turn it, what makes it make sense for us. Oh, we don't actually have to cut that twice, do we? We just need to split it off. And then we'll turn one way. And we'll turn one the other way. And then we should be able to merge them together. And what do we get? We get the shape, right? That's the shape. Yeah, that's a shape. I think. So it's a flat side here going angled in. Flat side there, angled in. Perfect. That's what we need. Okay. That's cake. No problem. All right, I just need to set up the infrastructure to properly do all that. All right, so then I should be able to just grab that whole thing, copy and paste a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. There we are. All right, then we just need to merge all these together. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fantastic. Pop, 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 pop. We got red here already, which is awesome. And we'll set up the paint area here. Get all of that going. I'm going to actually move that over here, I think, a little bit, just so we can easily dump onto that line, which is my goal. So we'll paint. I'm just going to build kind of like the last outlet of where I want to go with all this. And then I can copy and paste a whole bunch of stuff. So that's going to go in there like that. Again, I'm building out so that we can kind of see the whole kit and caboodle. There we go. All right. And then that should come out there. Then we take that and nope, put that in the wrong spot. I need to move back one more. And I suppose I should do that. Okay. I think that will work. Copy one. No, that's too far apart. I should be able to get them 3 inside of there. I don't know what I'm doing right now. All right, let me back up. I'm much better at building them horizontally. I don't know why that is, but maybe I'll just do that real fast. All right. That goes there. That's gonna go there. All right. You're gonna go in there like that. You're gonna come out there. That's what I messed up. All right, I don't need to get all those. And then I just need to merge them in with themselves. Bam, bam, bam. All right, that should work. So we'll copy, rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of the ones we don't need there. This can stop because we don't need to go that far. That can go away because we don't need that anymore there. But what we do need is this to go there. Okay, so our inner belt is going to be the red that we need. The outer belt, this one is going to be the shape that we need there. That's not a big deal. We'll get the extractors, load them on up. For this one, I'm going to use this just because I think it's going to make our lives a little bit easier. And then I'll do that. Do that. Actually, don't even need that there. Doesn't really matter, but I like it. And there we are. We have that going now, and we should be producing a buttload of those. So I'm hoping those fill in all those gaps. And we're well on our way. We already have 1,000 of the purple and white ones. You can see we are going to back this thing up a little bit. And really what I need to do is focus on this one so we can get the belts going faster. So I need yellow circles and star typing looking things. So maybe I can find those, which are right there. All right, let's play. All right, we'll get that going like so. Boom, boom, boom. I just need to see what it looks like when we cut it. Oh, fantastic. Get exactly what I want. All right, cool. So we're gonna have to set up routers and all that stuff, but we'll get there. And by routers, I mean the balancer. That's immediately going to go into a trash can. That's going to go into a splitter. Take one way, one the other way. Then we'll merge them back together. We have that. All right, what do we need again? We need that yellow and red stars. Okay. Oh God, what did I just delete? The scissor thingy, or the stacker thingy. There we go. And the spinning of those the way that I need to go. There we go. Okay. So I just made a bunch of copies of it. Let's see. Rotate that. So we'll highlight all of that. Copy. Paste. Ooh, it's costing us stuff now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, that's interesting that it's costing us. What do we refer to it as? Units? I don't really know what they refer to that as, but it's costing us. All right. We'll go through and set up some extractors here. That, you can go there. Tunnel over. That will come down. Do we have circles close by? They're close enough there. We can mine out circles and we can paint them yellow and then we can stamp them together. Okay. So I think we're gonna have, let me actually turn these up here. And then we'll try setting up our paint factory for this one here. And of course I didn't build it close enough, so we'll copy that, move it on down. Then we'll tunnel through like so. Three, 4, 5, and 6. All right, paint is gonna go. I suppose actually I should just change these around to go the other way. Boom, boom, boom. Throw that there. This crew is going to get merged all together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay us. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, do I want to bring these down around this, or do I just... My problem is I don't want to like bottle up resources if I can avoid it. So I'm going to try to avoid that right now. I'm happy with that. So we'll do that. We'll have them flow. Boom, 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 boom. Get rid of that. And then this is going to come on down. I suppose we could actually have them merge right around there. Okay. As long as I have the space for it, I can do it right here. Oh, that's the goal anyway, so let's see what we can do. have that tunnel over, have that going down. Okay, step 1 complete. Step 2 is a little bit more work. That is going to go like so. We'll have a tunnel going from there to there. Our merge is going to be coming from the other direction. There. That's going to continue out straight. And that's going to continue like that. So then I should be able to copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is, this is our base. Crap. I set that up wrong again. Frustrating. Why do I do this to myself? All right, I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to bring this down here and around and dump it into this so that it goes there. Okay. No use in fighting it. We'll do that. We'll tunnel over. Boom, boom. We'll go all the way down here like so. That will go into there. All right, that's working well for the base. That's yellow, I believe. Again, I'm colorblind, and the green and the yellow in this game drive me crazy. I can't see the difference between them at all. So it's a little more challenging than it should be. But we'll get through it. All right, we got that. Have those getting ready to shoot down. Like so. That looks good. And then we will slowly but surely bring this down here. See, this is why I like the tunnel. Like, I can bring it all the way across, but if I needed to, I can bring it to here and turn it and do something with it, which I rather enjoy. All right, so I'll do that. I'm making this far more complicated than I need to, but I enjoy the complications. So we'll do that. Bring that over. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And then we're gonna make sure we extract some yellow here. Lots of yellow. All right, all that's gonna float in like so. And do that stuff. That's gonna go there to there. As that one flows through, you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there. And that should be it, I think. Let me just paint all of that stuff. So we're gonna bring circles in. Up here, yellow there. Cool. One, two, three, four, 5, and 6. Fantastic. That can go away. My paint is going to go there and into there. You are going to come down there and flow in to there. Then this whole hot mess is going to flow back up because I'm stubborn and I'm going to rebuild all this. And I don't know, for those of you who've played this game a lot more than me, which is probably most of you, this game's not super new, but it's super, I really do enjoy it a lot. Am I screwing myself over here for a later game? Because I don't really know. Oh, I guess I should make sure the paint is connected to all of these, huh? Took me longer than it should have to realize what was going on there. All right. But you can see we're burning through these things. So we're going to need to make this is going to be our currency right now is that. And you can see that they're getting held up over here. So we're going to have to figure out a better way to do all of this, because this guy also is going to be outputting stuff. And we're going to bring that in right over there like so. Bring in this one. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. All right, we'll do that. All right, and then this thing. We're gonna change direction for all of those so that they're all outputting onto there. We'll do that, I guess. Oops, needs to go a little farther over. There we go. All right, so we're taking a look here. We are moving along with those, which is what I wanted. We just need a little bit more. Boom, 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 boom. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. These will eventually clear out, I think, and we should be able to go every other because they're producing at equal rates here. My goodness, look at this factory of how much it's expanded out this way since we started. And I've done nothing really except make this more crowded, and this area is totally unused. This one is vastly underutilized. I'm gonna have to fix all of that. And this one is also vastly underutilized. We'll have to fix all of that. But taking a look here, where are we at with our levels here? It's going. It's gonna take a little while, but it's doing its thing. It's what we're supposed to be doing. And it looks like we're keeping up here. And then this one's going every other. It's doing its thing. We just need to, I think once we get this going faster, we need 6,000 for that, which is ridiculous. But we'll get there. And if you look at our tier 4 extraction, that also is ridiculous. And our tier 4 cutting, rotating, sketch, ridiculous. Our paint mixing is also really slow. So we're going to speed that up here real soon and get all of that going. But I think that is going to wrap us up here for today. I'm very, very happy with where we're at here. There's a whole mess of shapes and colors and things happening, and I dig it and love it and want to see more of it, but we'll do that at a later time. Folks, thanks as always for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.